Hey y'all, welcome back to Mama's Corner with Ashley. So today's video is a part 2 of my son diagnoses, and in this video I'm going to explain his journey and how I really got started. And so what initially made us call to get our son evaluated, we just noticed like different behaviors. So he didn't listen to his name being called. He had like the flapping of the hands. He did it more so when he was younger. He did some self-harming when he was younger. And this is all around after he turned 1. So, the language, not talking, repetition with playing, or while playing. Unable to connect emotionally. He was a happy baby. Like, he's always been a happy baby or a happy person. But he doesn't really respond to someone else crying or someone else being hurt. Good job, Titus. Pay attention. And also like very hyper, even like when nothing's going on. So, yeah, so we start researching like, okay, what do these things mean? Start looking at different videos of like, what's autism? What are the signs? You should get your child evaluated. And so we start looking at different videos like that, like I said, researching, and he kind of fit into that spectrum. So we ended up calling a state program to come out and evaluate our child. So the first time, like I said, he was around 1 year old. The evaluator came out. It was a long process. They first came out to get our insurance. And then another time they came out to actually evaluate him. And then next time they actually sent over his therapist. So the first time was different. The second time we end up moving. And so we moved to a different state. So we have to start all over. And so the evaluators came out. They come out with toys and, of course, questionnaires for the parents so that we can fill them out. Because, of course, we spend more time with them and we would know yes or no if he does certain things. And so the evaluators came out. They played with him, seeing how he interacts with the toys, with them, with us. And so then after that, they sent a psychologist over, speech therapist. He's imitating this cartoon he's watching. Hold on. Okay, and so they all came out, evaluated him, took some time to regroup with them, their peers, and came back and gave us results. And so they came back and gave us their diagnoses among the 3. Like I said, therapist, special education teacher, psychologist, speech therapist to be exact. And so they came back, gave us a recommendation. They were going to enroll him in school, but then my husband ended up getting a job back in the same state in a different city. So we moved to a whole new city. We had to start all over, unfortunately. So we started over, pretty much the same process. Then our last part was the conference. And so my husband and I went to the conference with all the people I just named, and they said he did have developmental delay, speech impairment, and the autism was still questionable because they didn't see like obvious signs, and they still had up until kindergarten to actually give him that diagnosis, or I think up until like the age of 9. And so he started school. That was great. Then he had a doctor's appointment with a new doctor, and within that first visit, she was like, okay, I want to get him set up with a developmental pediatrician. So that was a whole process in itself. We talked on the phone, like I said, due to COVID-19, we couldn't really go in person, and this was back in like another city as well. And so we just talked over the phone, and then we recently went to the hospital. Um, and she seen Titus and everything, and she was like, okay, I am going to diagnose him with autism. And, she just gave me, things to look up as far as like autism, because there's so much misinformation out there as far as autism goes. And she just wanted me to be knowledgeable about what's going on now, as opposed to like a year or 2 years ago, because the research is changing. Every case is different. And so be careful. And so we have to schedule another appointment with her and see like what her recommendations are outside of the school's recommendations. And also she's going to set us up with a feeding therapist, because like I said, his eating patterns or eating habits are not great. Like, they're not good at all. And so she's going to hook us up with that and try to hurry up with the speech therapist, because obviously the sooner the better. But he is talking now. Like, he's getting more confident as far as talking. He says his numbers, like up to 22. He says his alphabet. He knows his shapes, his colors. Like, he's really starting to flourish. And so, like I said, the sooner he gets those resources, the better off he'll be, especially going into like those next stages in school. So, I really feel like with him starting school, it really did help. He's seen other kids, and he really took a liking to it. I'm not going to lie. I did see a huge change within those few weeks before everything shut down. So we are excited that he will be starting school again for the upcoming year. He'll have more hands-on therapy there as well, occupational therapy as well as speech therapy. And we're really just excited to get him on the right track in school and out of school. But I will say that you have to be diligent, as in, like, when you're advocating for your child. You have to be diligent, because if you aren't, nobody else will. People have their concerns, things like that, but you as a parent, you have to be diligent. Whether you have to go to your main doctor, your primary doctor, get referrals. That's what we did. To, like I say, just advocate for your child and give them the help that they need now. Because the sooner they get the help, the better off you'll be on your all's journey. It's not going to be easy. You might have to pay some out-of-pocket costs, but it's all worth it, because we have to help our babies. We have to give them the things that they need. We just do. So I'm sending out prayers to every family who has a person with special needs, because like I said, it's not easy. You won't always get the help that you need, but when you're diligent, you're patient, and you're really trying to work with your child, everything will pay off in the end. I promise. Because it's definitely working out for us. And I couldn't be happier. Like, I'm really excited about his next phase. I'm really excited. So I hope that this was helpful in any way. If you all have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. See y'all next time. Peace.